I offer my perspective on schizophrenia as a person suffering from schizophrenia. Kevin is a constant voice for me while off medication. I can never hear him or see him on any type of antipsychotic. Moreover, Kevin is the only human voice I hear and the only positive hallucination I have. The rest of what I see and hear are demonic beings who can shape-shift into my family members to trick me into attacking me. I discovered I had schizophrenia almost 7 years ago. The strange thing is that I woke up with it one morning. Mental illness can come out of nowhere. Hearing mumbled and whispered demonic voices, hearing visual hallucinations, and seeing demonic stuff at the corner of my eyes. I awoke feeling unsafe and paranoid. Later, Kevin appeared. When I asked him who he was and why he was here, he said he was my protector and had been searching for me. I started dreaming about him almost every night. I'd have these night fits where I would shake as if I was having a seizure. However, I wasn't actually experiencing a seizure. As I lay there in my bed, I could see nothing but demonic things watching me and telling me what horrible things they would do to me, and Kevin wouldn't be around to save me. During the past 7 years I have been severely paranoid and scared and was not medicated or diagnosed for years. Wondering what was wrong with me, I would have a lot of mental breakdowns, and I was in the mental hospital nearly 10 times per year. It was common for me to barricade myself in my bedroom with knives and other objects in fear someone was going to unalive or essay me. The only thing Kevin could do was to stand in my bedroom with me while I shoved my dresser in front of the door, telling me to calm down and let my family in to try and help me. The idea of me being in a physical relationship would be unacceptable to Kevin. He doesn't understand that he himself isn't real, so he will argue with me about it and become very confused. The man believes that me and him are married, and I even have visions of our children together. He is so kind, sweet, and caring. At first, no one came to help me, no one physically real or family members, and I realized he was a hallucination because he disappeared randomly from the middle of our conversation and appeared in odd places, and glitched sometimes like a hologram. I believed I was my own god to an alternative dimension that I had created in my subconscious, where my hallucinations lived, and I dream about it at night, nearly every night, and physically be there with Kevin and our children. It was a place where I was their god and also a famous singer who had millions of fans around the world. It was a small town and I was the mayor also. It even had a name and everything. I was in a long-term schizophrenic episode of severe psychosis. It's interesting how many schizophrenics believe they are some type of god in their own way. Since developing schizophrenia 7 years ago, I have been going day by day. The medication does not eliminate everything. Medication is not a cure. There is no cure for mental health issues. Sadly, even on medication, I have to remind myself that I'm slipping into psychosis because of my delusional thinking. I am aware that Kevin and other hallucinations are not real, but my brain cannot accept that fact or process it. Especially non-medicated schizophrenics tend to be very quiet, emotionless, and distant. I was especially this way when I was off medication. It is hard for me to remember my life before the schizophrenia. My clinical depression and the schizophrenia have left me with a lot of memory loss. And if there were red flags before I started showing signs, I did not notice them.